So here we have the Kia Cee'd 4 1.6 CRDI on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you'll see it's got alloy wheels, 5 doors and those tinted windows around the rear. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll notice we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. It has loads of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat as well. So we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it really is in fantastic condition the whole way around, and a lovely, lovely looking car as well. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. Firstly, I'll point out that you get full leather interior. The driver's seat is fully electrically adjustable and has 2 memory settings. There really is a lot to run through on this car besides that, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the far left hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the far right hand side the fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the speedometer, and at the bottom of which are the total miles for this car of 5,577. The information that's above that can be changed. There's buttons on the steering wheel. So first of all, there's different menus along the top. We are in the kind of fuel economy menu at the moment. You can see there's a satellite navigation one, an audio one, a settings one, or vehicle settings, and another settings one at the end actually. So if we can go up and down through those menus first of all, but we can also off of the steering wheel select the various different options. It will just go around in a big circle, but we can go down and look at any of those menus we want to from the steering wheel. Backing out to the steering wheel, so the buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones down here on the right hand side, but we also have cruise control and speed limiter over here. We can change the firmness of the steering, so if I push that button and show you on the screen, we can change it to sport, comfort, or normal, and it will change how firm the steering is. So in sport, for example, it'll be a lot firmer than it would be in normal or in comfort. Over on the left hand side we've got stereo controls. We've got the ability to answer and end phone calls, and we have voice activation for the phone just there. So hit that button, ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or your pocket. That is of course once the phone is paired, which is done on the screen over in the centre here. And it's all touchscreen. Before we come back to the phone, I just wanted to highlight a few of the different buttons down the outside. So you've got radio and media. When it comes to the radio, this car has got DAB digital radio, which you can see there, as well as FM and AM radio on top of that. The home button will take us back to where we were. If I was to press media, it will show us at the moment no media files available. Basically, you can connect up a USB device, an auxiliary device, or you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. So not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can listen to the music that's on your phone as well. On top of that, we got satellite navigation, which is accessed up in the top corner there. And I mentioned at the back of the car, a reversing camera. So you can see it's a full color image, and the guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image you see are also shown on the ground. So it makes it very, very easy to park. Working our way down, we've got driver and passenger heated seats. We can lock the car doors from the outside, and that turns off traction control. We then have dual zone climate control, so I can adjust the temperature on either side of the car, the fan speed just here, and then turn the air conditioning on or off, or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures for us. You can just override that by readjusting the fan speed accordingly. You then can determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. Underneath that, we've got 2 12-volt charging sockets, the auxiliary socket and the USB socket that I mentioned a moment ago. We've got a couple of buttons here. So this one will turn on or off the front parking sensors, and this is for autonomous parking. So hit that, the car is able to then park itself. It will give you instructions up on the screen just there. There's a full video showing how that works on our Facebook page and also on our main website as well. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox and an electronic handbrake. The last bit I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass sunroof. So at the moment you can see that the blind or the visor is shut. That opens electronically. So there's a button just up here, hit that, and it'll open in 2 sections, allowing a lot of light into the car. If you want to go one step further than that, the front section opens as a sunroof. So it's a tilt slide sunroof. You can see that front section will open all the way over the top of the rear section. The rear section is always fixed. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.